Hi you guys, welcome to day 6 of the Upside Down Readathon. We are so close to the last day being here. And I'm bittersweet about it because for one, all I'm thinking about is, okay, I don't have to, like, daily vlogging has been fun, don't get me wrong, but it has been quite a lot, especially when you are trying to do like host reading sprints and live shows and then also get content for you guys to see and read. It's just been a lot, so it's bittersweet that it's coming to an end, but I am about to leave my house now to go meet Olivia for a fun adventure we are about to embark on. I mean, we figured we had to do this activity that we're about to go do this week because we could not do it, you know. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, I'm gonna do that, and I talked with Olivia this morning and we both pretty much like talked about putting out our vlogs and stuff, so we decided it was probably the better idea to combine the last 2 days and put it out, because honestly we're not doing much today besides what the activity we're gonna do, and then I'm just gonna come home and try and focus on reading and finishing up some books. So we'll see how that goes. I did finish my buddy read last night and it was really good. I am kind of like on the, as Elizabeth said, on the docks about it, and if you've read it you know the reference, but it was really fast paced, which I thought was perfect for the readathon, and that may be what is like kind of blocking my or that's part of the reason why I gave it a 4-star. To me it was like a 3.5, but I didn't think rating it down to a 3 was fair, but that's just in my opinion. I liked how the story was. You get a lot of back and forth, but a lot of people I know wanted more emotion throughout the entire book between Hannah and Bailey, but I really liked it because it makes so much sense that a 16-year-old who, you know, has lost her mother is gonna have some hard feelings towards a woman coming into her life when she's lived so long without a mom. And 16-year-olds, man, I know I was not a fun 16-year-old to be around, so I'm not judging her for it, but I'm really excited to see what they come out with the TV show or movie. I'm not quite sure which one it's gonna be, but I think it's a mini series if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out to meet Olivia, and then I'm gonna come back and read my heart's content. It's pretty like stormy outside, so I may even end up watching a movie and cuddling a little peanut butter. So I'll see you guys there. So, skating was not what I thought it was going to be. What is happening right here? What is this? Okay. I kind of like had a feeling I was going to be able to skate. Like, I felt like it was going to come back to me like riding a bike, but I honestly have not been skating probably since I was 10 or younger, and so it didn't, I struggled a lot, but I still had a really good time, and I didn't fall, which was the most important part. But right now I am cracking open Six of Crows. On the way to the skating rink, I started listening to The Maidens on audiobook, and I listened to it on my way back home as well. So I think I got about a good hour read in it. So I'm hoping to read that and maybe finish up with that one tomorrow, and that be what I read during the readathon, which that'll be 4 out of 5 of the books that I picked, so I'm not complaining about that at all. I am on page, let's see, I'm on page 310 out of 462, so I have a good bit left to go in Six of Crows. We're going to see how much I can knock out tonight. Me and Olivia are kind of doing like a little, she mentioned she might do like a 24-hour readathon thing starting tonight and going into tomorrow. So I was gonna offer, like, I asked if I could join, and we've been doing kind of like our own reading sprints in a way, where we read for so long and then talk to each other and stuff like that, and then we're gonna go back to reading. So it helps a lot when you have, you know, a friend that can keep you accountable for reading and that you can read with. So that's the plan. I know I keep saying plans and they aren't turning out as plans, but I have just had a really good weekend. I'm very tired. Like, me and Olivia were dragging at the skating rink. I'm not gonna lie to you. We were just like trying to stay awake. So I don't know how late I'm gonna be able to stay up tonight to read. I'm definitely not staying up really late because I'm going to church in the morning. I started going to this church last Sunday, and this really sweet couple that used to go to a church that I used to go to, and the husband even preached for a little while. They go to that church, so I went last week and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go again tomorrow, and we may go out to eat lunch. We mentioned it last week, but I already had plans, so we'll see what happens. So I might end up doing that with them, but we're just gonna see how much reading I can get done before I have to go to bed. So I'm gonna get back to it. I wanted to do a quick update with you guys before I leave for church. But I got to page 100 in the Maidens last night, and it's going really well. I think I have about 2.5 hours of the audiobook left. So I really need to clean some today, and I also need to do some homework. So I'm probably going to be listening to the audiobook mostly when I am, you know, doing my work and stuff like that. So that's the plan for today. I also switched out a book for a different one to make sure I got all the prompts done. It was a last minute switch, and I'm just one of those people, I have to get all the prompts done. But I switched out Six of Crows, but when you hear that, don't be alarmed. I know a lot of people are counting on me to read that book, and I'm still loving it. I still have like 150 pages left, but I think I'm gonna wait to finish it this coming week instead of during the readathon, because we only have today left. So yeah, I switched it out for a Critical Role graphic novel, which I will show you guys later, and it's kind of a game of competition. No, I got confused. I added that one and switched out The Light at the Bottom of the World, but I'm gonna count The Maidens as a psychological thriller and multiple point of views instead of Six of Crows. Sorry, got a little confused. But that way I have all the prompts filled. But everything's going really well, and when I get back and get settled, I'm gonna answer the Q&A questions that I have on my Instagram. So that'll be fun, and yeah, I will see you guys when I get back. So I have been asking people on my Instagram to send me some Q&A questions that I could answer for this part of my vlog, because I don't really have anything to do today, and so I thought, what better thing to do than to get to know me, one of the hosts. So I have some on my phone, and I'm gonna go through them. So Olivia from Liv's Library asked me, what author would you want to have dinner with? I feel like an author that I would want to have dinner with is Sarah Pinborough, because her books are very interesting to me, and I am still on, like, stuck on, she does so much around sleep and like insomnia and you know, just dreams, things like that. She focuses so much on sleep in some of her books, or in the 2 books that I've read, and I just want to know, like, what is the premise behind that. And I don't know, I just would love to pick her brain and see how she comes up with the things that she comes up with. So I'm gonna go with her. Any weird reading habits? Olivia also asked me. Do I have weird reading habits? have a really bad, I always forget a bookmark, and so I usually just like look down and see the page number I'm on and then go back, and basically just close my book and try and remember what page I was on. Is that a weird reading habit? I feel like mine are pretty normal. I've definitely, like, my reading habits have changed, but I feel like I don't have any weird reading habits. I used to dog ear pages. I used to. I don't anymore, so don't come for me with that, but I used to do that. Those are probably my weirdest ones. I used to dog ear pages, but now I like keep forgetting bookmarks, so I'll just open the book and read and then look at whatever page number I finish and just try and remember it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. I had 2 people ask me for my favorite quote or excerpt from one of the Readathon books, and I feel like I can only answer for mine because I haven't read any of the other books. I do plan to read, I know, the Saturday Night Ghost Club and When the Sky Fell. I'm pretty much plan to read all of them at one point or another, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with a quote from the book that I read, which was The Last Thing You Told Me by Laura Dave. The quote that really stuck out with me, I had to look it up and make sure I was saying it right, but in the book it says, "It's never about someone else the moment you realize it is up to you to get yourself to a better place. It's only about figuring out how to get there." And I feel like that's such a big thing. I feel like a lot of people depend on other people to help them and other people to get them to a certain point in their life, and that is what friends are for. But there's only so far friends can carry you and help you if you're not willing to go and help yourself, or go the extra mile, or put forth the work and the effort to better yourself as a person. And I mean, I've struggled with that kind of thing before, and I've seen other people struggle with that, so that quote really stood out to me in the book. Okay, the next question is from Summer, from blah, 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 can't speak English, Seasons Readings. She asked me, what is my favorite fall drink? My favorite fall drink is probably apple cider, hot apple cider. I really enjoy that. I'm not like a coffee drinker, unfortunately, and I'm also not a hot tea drinker. I'm trying to get into both, but yeah, I'm also trying out some coffees that Olivia has recommended me and things like that, but so far my favorite is probably hot apple cider because it's always a go-to for me. She also asked me, if you were an action figure, what would your accessories be? And I find this very, very interesting. So of course one of my accessories is going to be a book. It just has to be. And then my other accessory, I'm counting peanut butter as my other accessory. My little bitty kitty with me. So yeah, she would be my accessory. I'm so tempted to pick her up right now and show you guys how cute she is, but she's sleeping, and yeah. Kristen from Kristen Renee asked me, what is your favorite Funko Pop that you own? Oh goodness, I didn't think I was going to be able to reach her, but I was able to. I would have to go with my Star Wars Ahsoka Funko Pop. Ahsoka is just one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and I love her story, and I just love everything about her. So she's probably like my favorite Funko Pop just because of who she is. The next question is from Megan from the Ginger Hobbit. She asked me my favorite Gilmore Girls character and episode. My favorite character is honestly Lorelai, and I feel like that is said for a lot of people, but Lorelai is just she's so relatable. She's funny, she is sarcastic, which I love. She has good sense and like good taste in music and movies and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely Lorelai. She's probably my favorite character ever. If we're talking about least favorite characters, Dean can get on out of here. I haven't finished all of Gilmore Girls yet. I'm still in season 5, and so I'm getting close to finishing, but again, just haven't yet. But so far, out of the episodes that I've watched, season 3 episode 22 is probably my favorite, which is when Rory graduates college. It's called Those Are Strings, Pinocchio, and it was just a really like emotional and fun episode to watch. And yeah, that was probably my favorite so far, but again, haven't finished yet. Jordan from Bookish Gem asked me, how did you become the best person on earth? It couldn't have been easy. It's not. The weight on my shoulders, Jordan, is so heavy right now. Because I'm trying, you know? Oh gosh, I cracked myself up if you couldn't tell. Other Jordan, I love my Jordans. Jordan from Storybook Solid asked me, what is my dream job? My dream job is to be a writer and to hopefully one day be published. I do like write in my free time sometimes. I have a lot of writer's block a lot, so sometimes writing doesn't get done, but I have a lot of ideas coming through my head. But that would be the dream job and the best thing that would ever happen to me. But yeah, we'll see what happens. She also asked me, any books you still want to get tattoos for but haven't? Oh yeah, I have one planned that I'm gonna get. I would love to get a Crescent City and a Court of Thorns and Roses tattoo. I would also love to get a Pride and Prejudice tattoo. I would also love to get a Percy Jackson tattoo. And I know it sounds weird, but I would also love to get a My Best Friend's Exorcism tattoo, but not like get like a full-blown demonic girl on my arm, but maybe like something that is like, you know, an inside joke between me and my tattoo. So yeah. She also asked author you would have dinner with if you could. So I'm gonna answer a different, since I already answered it for Olivia saying that I would have dinner with Sarah Pinborough, I'm gonna answer a different author. Another author I would like to have dinner with is Shirley Jackson, who wrote The Haunting of Hill House, which, as we know, is not my favorite book. I ended up DNFing it, but I am thinking about trying it again, and I am thinking about, I brought another book from her that I really want to read, so I'm giving her another chance because she's a very interesting person and her backstory is just very, very interesting and something that I think that I would enjoy getting to know more about her, so I'm gonna say her. Amanda from Book Lover Amanda asked me my favorite book of all time. Ooh, that one's so hard. Right now, my favorite books are always changing, but my favorite book of all time right now is My Best Friend's Exorcism. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite author, though, is probably Stephanie Garber. She wrote the Caraval series, and the way that she wrote that series was just really intriguing to me, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna go with her. And my favorite comfort read, I feel like Pride and Prejudice is always a good comfort read for me because I know the storyline, it's one of my favorite things ever, my favorite books, favorite movie, all that good stuff, so I'll go with that one. Casey from Casey's Plans and Pages asked, what other TV themed readathon would you love to host? Ooh, that is a good question. I won't say Gilmore Girls, even though I love Gilmore Girls, because I know Olivia has that Gilmore Girls readathon that she has hosted before. I feel like a Grey's Anatomy one would be fun. Like if you did books not based on Grey's Anatomy, but maybe different things like that. I feel like that would be fun. The Witcher, I would love to do books or a readathon based on The Witcher. Maybe like a horror themed one around like The Haunting of Hill House and all of those TV shows that Mike Flanagan has come out with, so I'll go with those. Somebody asked me, is there a backstory on how you name Peanut Butter? I love it and I'm just curious. I'm gonna pick her up for this question. Okay, Peanut Butter, I have to, oh, she is so sleepy. She's so sleepy. Okay, so Peanut Butter's probably gonna be mad at me for this, but okay, I know you hate this. So Peanut Butter, I'm trying to show you guys, but Peanut Butter has, she just punched me in the face. She has the 3 black paws, and then she has this one brown paw, and it's just really light brown. And so my sister said it looked like she had like stepped in a jar of peanut butter, and so my sister, it was originally my sister's cat, Peanut Butter was, and then I started taking care of her, and yeah, that's just how she got her name, so it stuck around, didn't it? She's like, put me down, I was napping. Caitlin from Pride and Paperback asked me my favorite fall candle scent. I'm not gonna lie, I don't burn a lot of candles, but I have been wanting to burn them more. I've just never really had any place to sit them to burn them, and I'm too scared to sit them on my bookshelf and burn them. But I really like woodsy outdoors smells, so anything that are like pine trees or like leaves, stuff like that, I really enjoy personally. Somebody asked me, what are you studying at school? I am studying radiology because I am hoping to be a radiologic technician. So yeah, having fun. Somebody also asked me, what is my favorite book of all time? I'm still can I list 3? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm listing 3. What did I say the first one was? Oh, My Best Friend's Exorcism, House of Earth and Blood, and Tuck Everlasting. I'm gonna go with those 3. There's a few more I want to add, but I'm going with those. Keisha from A Book Like You has asked me a few questions. Who was your childhood celebrity crush? I always go back to One Direction. It was like Niall. It was a lot of the One Direction boys, pretty much all of them at one point. And I was like in 6th or 7th grade when they came out, so I think it was 6th. So I'm gonna stick with One Direction because I was obsessed for a long time. 8th grade year, these walls were covered in posters, okay people? My current crush, there's so many of them. Any Marvel man, really? Like any Marvel superhero man? Pretty much, we'll go with that. You know, Mark Ruffalo is always like, you know. Most anticipated read for the last quarter of the year. I'm making sure that I get my dates correct for these, but It Starts With Us, which is the second book in the After It Ends With Us from Colleen Hoover, comes out in October, so I'm very excited for that one. And then Demon in the Wood, which is a Shadow and Bone graphic novel by Leigh Bardugo, is coming out at the end of September, and I'm very excited to read that as well. It's supposed to go more into like who the Darkling is and what he is all about and all that good stuff, so I feel like that one's going to be a really, really good one. Lore Olympus Volume 3 is also supposed to come out at the end of, or at the beginning of October, so you already know I love that. And I will be picking it up as soon as it comes out. But yeah, those are probably the biggest ones that I'm like excited for, that I can think of. Most of my anticipated reads have already come out, thankfully, this year. She asked me, a book that you passionately hate. I know, I never finished it. I DNF'd it. It was A History of Wolves. Forgot the author's name, but I just really did not like that book. I didn't understand what was going on, and when I was like researching it and stuff, the plot made no sense to me, and it just made me very uncomfortable as well to read. So that's, I mean, yeah, I didn't like it. Best book that you've read this year so far? There's so many, and I know I've said it's my favorite, so I want to go with House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. It was the world building in that one, everything in that one was so good, so I'll go with that. Do you have any weird habits? Weird, everybody wants my weird habits. Besides reading, like my reading habits aren't weird, but weird habits that I have, the ones that I'm thinking of, I'm like, okay, so when I eat candy, which is not very often, I'm not like a big candy person, but sometimes I'll eat like M&Ms, and it's really weird, but usually like if I'm eating M&Ms, even if I'm eating things differently, like a sandwich or a, what's it called, chips or stuff like that, like I have to eat them on my left side and then my right side. Is that weird? Like I will take a bite and I'll chew mostly with my left side, and then the next time I'll chew mostly with my right side. Am I exposing myself too much right now? I also bite my nails really bad, which is not like a weird habit, but it's a bad habit that I need to stop doing. Jordan, again from Bookish Gem, asked me the hardest question ever. Who's my favorite Marvel character? Jordan? How am I supposed to answer that? I'm gonna go with Black Widow. I love her. Got a tattoo for her Love her, absolutely adore her. So yeah, I'm gonna go with her. Somebody asked me, any upcoming holiday books on your radar or any recommendations? So the ones that I have that are like on my radar are not new books by any means, but Love Like Farms, Rachel, from Happy Go Lovely book sleeves and stuff, that she does her book sleeve thing. She talked about that one a lot, and she said it would be really good for like Christmas time, so I'm very excited for that. And I have a lot of like fall and Halloween books that I'm going to be hauling soon, so you'll get a whole video of those. But I don't know really any that are on my radar besides like Love Like Farms that are holiday inspired, but I probably should look into that honestly, because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot come up because I'm a mood reader. And then Madison asked me my favorite book to movie or TV adaptation. Where the Crawdads Sing, for sure. That was such an accurate representation of the characters in the movie and everything, so I'm gonna go with that one. But you guys have been so much fun with these questions. Y'all all asked a bunch of questions that I probably wouldn't have even thought of to answer, so yeah, I hope that helps you get to know a little bit more about moi. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to reading. It's about like almost 1:30. It's like 10 minutes for 1:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to reading and see how much I finish. And basically I'm gonna end this vlog clip by wrapping up how my reading has gone for the week and stuff like that. So you'll hear back from me probably later tonight. So I just finished reading the Critical Role Vox Machina Origins Volume 1 graphic novel, and it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. I don't really know that much about Critical Role and all of that world. I don't know much about it, but I'm trying to get more into it, and I really enjoyed the story in this one, and the artwork was really pretty, so it was a good read. And I'm glad that I switched to this one to read instead of The Light at the Bottom of the World. It's a long title, because I definitely wouldn't have gotten that done today. But that means 3 out of the 5 prompts are done. So I've read 3 books. The Maidens is going to cover 2 of the prompts. So I am going to go finish up some homework, and then I'm going to get done reading The Maidens tonight. I have like 2.5 hours left, so I can definitely knock that out tonight. But I am going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog because, yeah, I'm going to have to do editing, homework, and try and get that done. But I'm definitely going to finish The Maidens, and I will have finished all the prompts and read 4 books this week. So I feel like that's a success, and I'm happy to, you know, end the readathon that way. But thank you guys so much for participating in this. None of us could have done it without you guys participating. So you've all made this so much fun with all of your creativity, your posts, your videos. I can't wait to catch up on them next week and get to comment on all of them and just show you guys some love and reciprocate what you guys have given us as hosts. But me and the girls have already talked about it. We definitely are going to continue this readathon next year, so we are super excited about that, and I just want to give them a big shout out. And I think that if you're not already following them, you definitely should be, because they are all amazing women and all amazing book friends. They're just the best, so I cannot thank them enough from the bottom of my heart. It's just the thing of this being a thought coming into like a whole entire readathon where over 150 people participated is just insane to me. So I'm really glad that it became a reality. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around for all of these daily vlogs and for the entire readathon, and I will see you guys in my next video.